Welcome back, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Swadik Mayanja, and I am Q the Nurse. And we are on another episode of the Everyday Hero Show. And on this show, I bring you amazing human beings that do amazing things for their communities, but they don't get the credit that they deserve. And today, I have with me Joy and Claire. And they're going to show us and talk to us about podcasting, about CrossFit. The Open just ended. This is perfect timing. The games are around the corner. I am excited. I am happy. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're so excited. As you can see, we're both
I'm just
being so excited.
crying. I want a piece of whatever you're drinking.
Oh my God, no, you don't. What's it called? So let's start from the beginning. I want origin stories from the both of you. We can start with you, Joy. I want to know where you from, and then real quick answer, because we're going to get into the depths of it later, but
Yeah.
where you from and why CrossFit?
So I grew up in Arizona, and I grew up there most of my life, went to college there, moved to Denver, Colorado for grad school, and decided to just stay in Colorado because I loved it. And I've always been an active person, so throughout my life, I've pretty much tried everything. Mostly a runner for a long time. I thought cardio was king.
Yes.
And then my friend at work, at the job I was working at the time, introduced me to CrossFit, and this was way before gyms were really, boxes were a thing. And so I started doing CrossFit, and I was running. The funny thing is I was training for a marathon when I ran by a CrossFit gym. And my friend at work who got me into it, was you really need to go to a CrossFit box. You're kind of growing out of the little CrossFit, gym that we were doing inside of our little gym studio at work. And that's how I got into it. And I fell in love with it. And then over time, obviously, it's really kind of become this wonderful hobby of ours. But the community really got me. Sorry, my dog's on, sitting right here. The computer is sitting on my dog, so that was just him moving.
What is your dog's name? If you mention a pet, I need to know the name.
His name's JT, and I'll put
JT.
the camera right there.
He's adorable.
Just laying in my lap because he refused to let me do this alone. So he's just laying in my lap. So that's my really abbreviated CrossFit story.
Beautiful. Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Joy, right back to you real quick. Do you still run
Sure.
marathons? Because that's super intense.
Funny you should ask. I did not run for the longest time. I would say I've casually run over the past years since I've been doing long distances, but I kind of got a bug to do the New York City Marathon.
Congrats.
Last year I kept every year that it would go by, I would say to myself, oh my gosh, I really missed that race. That race was amazing. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And I was in December, I saw the lottery open because they just pick your name randomly, but it's really hard to get into. So I was well, I'm not going to get picked. And so I just entered my name in the lottery and I got picked. So I'm going to, hopefully, if my body holds up, run the New York City Marathon in November.
I like it. Those are real goals, girl. Those are real goals.
Oh, I'm really excited. I'm gonna have a very short training window. I'm gonna have a very specific. I'm gonna train for 3 months, and I'm gonna see how I feel. Because if I train longer than that, I'm probably gonna injure myself. So I have a plan this time.
Stick to it, girl. Stick to it. Claire.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Good morning.
I'm
good afternoon.
fantastic.
So same question.
Okay, great.
Who are you? Where are you from? And why CrossFit?
Yeah. My name is Claire. My last name is pronounced Cook. Fun fact.
Wonderful. How's it spelled?
Koch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, which is why I have to say that.
Yes.
I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado, and I've lived here all my life. I now live in Longmont, which is a suburb of Boulder.
Okay.
And I got into CrossFit because I had been living in Moab and was a raft guide. And so I was hiking and climbing, and I almost said running. I wasn't running. I was hiking and climbing and rafting every day. And my husband actually decided to go to nursing school. So we moved back to Denver so that he could start his prerequisites, he has a bachelor's in film. So there was nothing crossed over. So he was started at square zero. And so we moved back to Denver, and we were just super bored all the time because we had just come from this place where we were constantly moving. And so for his birthday, about 6 years ago, I gave him a birthday card, and on the inside, one side was a month membership at a climbing gym, and the other side was a month of CrossFit, and he picked CrossFit. And so we completely randomly just started doing CrossFit, and yeah, I had never played sports before. I was in show choir and student council. Like, I was not an
That's
athlete.
very different. Yes.
Yeah. So I was active, like, I was a raft guide and stuff, but
Yes.
I hate running. I never did, half marathons or even like 5Ks or anything like that. So it was a completely new world to me. But I just loved it. I loved the community aspect of it. We had just moved to Denver. We didn't have a lot of friends, so we met a bunch of great people, and yeah, that's just kind of what got me hooked.